Okay guys, so another video for today, and it's going to be another operating system. So right now, as you see, this operating system is ubuntu-budgie, and I am running a 64-bit Ubuntu. But this video isn't only about ubuntu-budgie, it's actually pretty interesting. So I'm first just going to go over the things of ubuntu-budgie. So we have this little awesome place here. I do want to remind you guys that Apple Pie OS is based off ubuntu-budgie. And then we can just click right here and you can make it like a thing like that, or you can have it the bigger icons. And then another thing is we have this awesome plank at the bottom, which I really like because it just looks so awesome. And then we have our terminal, as you see. Right now mine is updating. And then some people don't like this clock right here. Like, I'm not a huge fan of it. So to change that, all you gotta do is budgie desktop settings, and then you go to top panel, and it should be in show time. All you gotta do is click remove applet, and now if I close that up, it's gone. I just wish I wouldn't have closed that. So I'm gonna show, and like you can change your desktop and your fonts, and so this is really an appearance app, and you can just do a lot of customization from here, so it's very useful. And then we have this notification center, which Apple Pie OS has, and you can control stuff, and yeah, so that's basically it. And then this little app right here is a software store. So let's let's look for RetroArch. It's not there, but I mean the software store does work. And yeah, so this is basically ubuntu-budgie. I did change the background because I'm not a huge fan of that custom background that comes. And then we have all our LibreOffice apps and music, and we have a budgie welcome. So it's a very nice operating system. Like, it's very customized and it looks amazing, and surprisingly it runs very nice on the Pi. Like, all this stuff definitely opens up very fast. That's the file browser. We got Firefox, and all web searching and all of that stuff definitely works. Yes. So I'm kind of off topic now. So this is ubuntu-budgie. As you see, mine's updated now. But this isn't the reason I made this video. The reason is I was gonna show you guys. So I can just go, and I'm gonna go and lock. Oh, wait, did the wrong thing. Let me log back in, and then just go here, and I'm gonna go log out. And I get to this screen, and it looks like ubuntu-kylin, and you guys might be wondering, like, why in the world is it like that? So what I did is I'm going to show you how you can do this, but I installed all of the different Ubuntu desktop environments on the same SD card with the desktopify way, so the performance is great. Like, I just showed you Budgie, and then I'll show Lubuntu and Mate, and then Ubuntu, xubuntu, and then there's also ubuntu-kylin on here. So let me go into just the classic Ubuntu desktop and show you how that is. and then I'll also show how you can install the other desktop environments on the same SD card where you can switch. So in this way, like, I can go and I can pick the best Ubuntu operating system that I like, and then I can go and I can delete the other ones. Alright, so Ubuntu did open up, and this is how Ubuntu is pretty much. There is one problem. Some of the operating systems get a little, like, normally these kind of look like the budgie icons, but if I do a reboot, it will look like the normal Ubuntu icons. So just to show you guys how that actually does work, I'll do a quick reboot and show you. So actually, I was wrong. I did do a reboot and icons still look like budgie, but it's not a huge problem for me. I really like the way the icons look, and this way I can get the GNOME look too. So that's the file manager, and then we have the show applications part. We can go to all, and then we have tons of apps in here. I'm not going to go through them because I just don't want to bore you guys. And then if I press Control-Alt-T, I'll get a terminal, and from here, like, let's say you want to install RetroArch. So what you're going to type is sudo snap install, typing it wrong, RetroArch, and you just hit enter. And you do get these kind of errors some. Just click cancel. I don't know why Ubuntu on the Pi still has a few issues that need to be solved, but overall it's a great operating system for the Pi. It's one of my daily operating systems that I use every day on my Pi. Yeah, so this is GNOME Ubuntu on the Pi. And right now, oops, I opened help. It's installing RetroArch. So I want another terminal to show you guys how you can do this. So it's actually a very simple process. So you probably installed Ubuntu first with desktopify, so you already have the desktopify folder in your home folder. So all you're going to type is cd desktopify, and you hit enter. And what you're going to type now is this command right here, sudo --desktopify, and then you're going to go --de ubuntu. Well, if you already have Ubuntu, instead of Ubuntu, I can type lubuntu kubuntu, or I can just type ubuntu-budgie for ubuntu-budgie. Oops, I don't want to do that. I already have it installed. Yeah, it already knows budgie, or I can type, if I type mate, so you understand, and it's this easy. So all you're gonna do is you install that, and then from the login screen, from that little icon that I showed you before, you get to choose your desktop environment, and you log in straight to it, and like that you'll be able to switch. So I installed every Ubuntu distro there is available, but you guys don't have to, obviously. Oh, it looks like RetroArch is installed. So if I just go in here and search for RetroArch, and it is available. So RetroArch for the first time does take a few minutes to open up, so I'll just show some other stuff. So a cool thing about Ubuntu GNOME is you can have different desktops, just like Windows 10. So I can have some work on here and then open up a new desktop and have different work going on that one. Yeah, so this is basically Ubuntu GNOME. So let me show you guys a different distro now. So to change your distro, you always have to go log out. Sorry for the waiting, because it does make stuff a little slower when you have all of the distros. So if I click on here, this time I'm going to show you guys Lubuntu now. So Lubuntu is a lightweight desktop environment, so it will run great on the Pi. I had shown Lubuntu in one of my other videos, but it wasn't really a proper video because I did not have a screen capture device, and it was with my phone, and it just didn't look good at all. So sorry for that. So just close that up, and as you see, it says Lubuntu 20.04, and you get this problem detected. Click cancel. So even like this, even though it's a lightweight operating system, it looks pretty cool in my opinion. And we have the Lubuntu logo here, and it kind of looks like the Twister OS default theme in my opinion. And so all your apps, like I installed RetroArch on Ubuntu, they are on all of your distros, so that's amazing. So you don't lose any files or anything when you switch. And we do have GIMP already installed, and we have our all internet apps and Office, sound and video, system tools, and this is LXQT desktop environment. And then we have Firefox, and this is our Files app. So I mean, as you see, it really is a amazingly fast OS on the Pi. And apps do launch quicker on here than they will on Ubuntu GNOME or ubuntu-budgie. But I do prefer ubuntu-budgie just because of the looks. So, I mean, it's all preferences. And it all works. The web browser, especially on Lubuntu and xubuntu, which I'll be showing the next, their web browsing and all of apps and stuff, it's amazing performance. Yeah, I'm not gonna just bore you guys. Yeah, so this is Lubuntu, and if you want to change your desktop background, let's see what if they have any pictures for us. It doesn't look like they have any pictures, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not sure, but it doesn't look like it, so that's no problem. You can always find some from the internet. So let me show you the next OS. I mean, the next desktop environment. It's all the same OS, actually. And back to the login screen. This time, let's go for xubuntu. And all we gotta do is type in our password. So xubuntu also is a very lightweight OS because it is XFCE, and that is one of the most lightweight desktop environments there can be. Just the problem is, it doesn't look the prettiest. That can always be fixed or whatever, because it's not the most modern look. Like Ubuntu or ubuntu-budgie has a much more modern look to it. Like, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but all of I mean, it just doesn't look the most appealing. Let's go through the apps. I mean, we have all the same apps, but I'm just showing the different looks and the different features for all of these operating systems. And I showed you how to install it, so if you guys do want to, it's very easy. The terminal, I mean, it's all kind of just not the prettiest in my opinion. I don't know what that is. So all of these things, if you don't want them on your desktop, you can just delete them and you'll be good. Like file system opens up our root, and we can, but we have to get elevated permissions to do this, root access. So there's not much to show in xubuntu. That's it basically. So let's go to the next one. So from here, we can just click log out. And what one should we show now? Let's see. So let's try mate this time. So it does take a little bit for all of these different operating systems to open because it's just heavy. So I mean, this isn't the most recommended thing to do. It's just cool that you can do this, and I just wanted to show it. I mean, so you guys can have an idea of what you can do. So I made the background like that, and then we have our menu, and we have about, accessories, administration, education, games, graphics, internet, office, other, preferences, sound and video, system tools, and universal access. So this thing actually does look really nice in my opinion. And then we have this ubuntu-mate place, and you can change your color and your desktop layout all from here. So that is really amazing. Then we have our Firefox, and you can change your background from here. There's tons of them in here, so that's very nice. Yeah, so and then that's pretty much it for ubuntu-mate. So I just go log out again, and yeah, let's see if there's more that I can show. So we did show Lubuntu, we showed Budgie. So this one's actually pretty interesting too. This is ubuntu-kylin, and ubuntu-kylin kind of has a Windowsy look to it, as you see, and it runs pretty well actually on the Pi. So we have this bar here, and oops, we always have that problem. And I mean, this kind of looks like Windows 10 or Windows 7. I mean, it resembles it in my mind, kind of, but not fully. And then we have definitely the file explorer looks like, I mean, the file manager looks like File Explorer on a Windows PC. So we can go through downloads. I mean, it all works. And then what's that? Let's see. Oh, we have workspaces here too, just like Windows 10 and Ubuntu. So that's interesting. And then the Ethernet sign does look like Windows 10. The sound does too. Yeah, so there's definitely a big resemblance of Windows 10 on ubuntu-kylin, and it looks pretty nice. I mean, the looks and all is amazing. I definitely would consider using this operating system too. You can download pre-made images of this, but I've tested out that, and then I've tested out installing it with desktopify, and it seems to me that you get better performance with desktopify. So I would recommend installing it this way, not the pre-made images on their website, but it's all whatever you want. Oops. Okay, let's just log out of here. Sign out. I think that's pretty much all that I can review. Or what is this one? Let me check. And then oh, so this is some operating system that I didn't install, that it automatically installed on here. So this is new for me too. Oh, so it's basically Lubuntu, I guess, but it has a little bit of a different look. Wow, this looks interesting. Very nice. Okay, so this is the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, if you guys want to try this out, or if you have any questions about it, or you didn't understand something, you can always tell me down below in the comments. And thank you for watching, and please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe.